Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is Jose RC. Today I'm gonna make an upgrade for this Arrma Kraton. This is 1/5 scale AES. I'm going to use the hot racing for this is the part, just in case you need it. This is the triple bearing support steering blocks. I'm going to make the upgrade. This is the AFE21M01, just in case you need it, because I have some issues with the stock one. The stock one are plastic, so they're not pretty good right now. They are plastic, and so this the part is a strong steering blocks, aluminum, with the bearing all included in the whole package. I'm going to use the GPM. I'm going to shine the nuts for this 24 millimeters GPM. This is rim because this is the rim version, and I'm going to make an upgrade for our new looks to this Arrma Kraton with the PowerHobby. This is the monster truck belted tires. This is the part, just in case you need it. This is the belted. They are green because this is the green version. I'm going to record the process to the upgrade and to see what difference with this tire, because I think that stock tires are good for bashing, but they are not the most beautiful. They are not the best good looking tires for this vehicle. If you enjoy this kind of video, thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, because it's important to create more videos doing upgrades and everything related to this kind of RCs. So stay tuned. So what's inside of this upgrade of hot racing good quality part? Look at this part, guys. Strong aluminum, solid aluminum. This is the left side. Have the right side here. This thing is solid, strong, guys. So the replacement for the plastic adjustment, this is aluminum too, because one of the problem with the Arrma is that they continue using plastic in 1/5 scale. So I don't know, guys, but they are strong vehicles just to use plastic. So let's continue. So why I decide to do this upgrade, guys? If you look the front tire, look at this, a lot of waving. It's because one of the plastic part inside is missing. It happened the same thing with the other side, but the other side had the plastic adjustment. But if you are doing bashing, this is a strong vehicle, and the plastic not always gonna hold that kind of power. So I'm gonna show you what is behind that tire. This is what I'm talking about. If you look here, this plastic, this is the holder that Arrma has for the stock block. This block is solid. It's plastic, but it's solid. But look at this, I have one missing, so that's why the waving in the tire. So I'm going to replace the whole block. So let's continue. So in order to do this upgrade, you need to use an Allen, but a big one, because it's not possible to fit it there. You're never gonna turn this thing. So this is the plastic. I thought that Arrma can use a different thing, but Remember, this is a stock, so they use cheap materials. And in the upgrade, you're gonna see that I have aluminum. This is the same width. They include another set here. If you look, it's more thin. Okay, I'm going to use the same measure that the hot racing has here. In order to remove the hexagonal, you need to push the pin that is inside, and the aluminum hexagonal is out. So now another measure. This is 5 millimeters hexagonal. This is on Allen. This is a strong metal ball, so you have 3 spacers here. Don't lose them because you're gonna need them. Run out my hand, but if you have a screwdriver that you can adjust the power and the speed to, you can use it. But remember, it's plastic. If you're gonna use a different kind of screwdriver, you need to be careful, because if you apply so much force or speed, you're gonna lose the pattern in the plastic. The 3 spacers only is on the upper arm, not in the lower one. So you will need to use a couple of tools for this, because you have a nut here and the screw, hexagonal screw on the bottom, so you need both in order to release the tie rod, because I'm going to use it with the new block. In order to remove the screw, you have an hexagonal, like a nut shape here. You need a tool to hold it, and if you need to release and remove this screw, you need to use two tools for the nut shape, hexagonal shape on the bottom, on the top, excuse me, and at the bottom an hexagonal screw that is super long too, in order to remove it. So now it's out. I'm gonna show you how long is this screw. Look at this, super long. So I'm going to replace with the hot racing one. So you can continue using the plastic one, you can use the aluminum here, but in 6X, all the Arrma, I need to tell you that all Arrma with this kind of steering block, all my RC are hot racing, because this is plastic inside and you can put aluminum here, but the problem is you're gonna strip out and you're gonna lose your aluminum holder. So I'm going to make the whole conversion. So I'm in the right side, so right. So in this part, the letter is in the right position. This long part here is gonna be in the upper arm, and this one in the lower arm. In order to continue with this upgrade, I noticed that hot races just include the outside bearing of the block, just 2 of them, so you will need to use 4 in total. Come on, hot racing, 2 bearings more. This bearing is inside, so I'm going to reuse the stock one because hot racing does not include this bearing here. Come on, okay, ready to go. Now I'm going to put this screw on the bottom, and you need to adjust a little bit here until it gets loose. I don't know why, but this thing happened. So now the screw move to the top, and in the ball cap you're gonna need your screwdriver. If you have 1/5 scale, you're gonna need the 3mm hexagonal for this. I use MIP because I had some bad experience in the past, and so it's a pain in the butt when you trying to adjust something and the screw strip out. Same thing with the left side. You need to pay attention to this, guys. This is the right side. The upper arm is more long than the bottom, so if you miss the order, you're gonna do a lot of things in order to make it fit properly. At this point, guys, when you have the steering block, you need to put the axle back in place, because if you forget that part, you need to unmount everything again. So you need to, I'm going to put the ball cap joint, but with the axle need to be in place, okay? At the end, my suggestion is use your hand to give a proper adjustment, but not too much because it's plastic. So now one is in, so in the upper arm you need to be careful because you need to put the ball cap joint through the steering block, and the spacers, these 3 washers, you need to put on the other side, okay? Because if you don't follow that order, you will need to unmount everything again. very important, the plastic need to be inside. I'm doing the right side first to continue with the left side. So with this hot racing steering block, the travel is more deep. It has more travel than the stock Arrma steering block. So when it's getting too tight, fixed, you need to release just a little bit to give to the steering to the ball able to turn properly. Look at this, it's turning as supposed to, but no gap, no gap. Just pull the steering block in and out, remove the gap or release. So now I've removed the gap in the steering block and the ball cap. It's turning as supposed to. Now put the, I need to put the hexagonal with the pin. I'm putting the hexagonal. The pins need to get inside without so much effort. So well guys, at this point, this hot racing aluminum knuckles has a second lock. When you already check your steering that is not making a lot of tension in the servo and the whole steering, you gonna use this second nut. That is a second lock. See, if you look here, it's flat, so that means that it's gonna be inside of the first one to make sure that the holder never gonna get outside of your upgrade. So let's do it. I'm going to make the correct orientation of this with my hand. If you look, it's in place. So it has a rubber seal that makes that the second hole and the first one get tight, so you only need to adjust here. Now I'm going to secure the left side. Everything is in place. The same thing in both sides. So everything is set up previously to make sure that the steering can turn properly without stress and any force to the without any stress to the servo and the whole steering. And so now the same thing here. Make the correct orientation first, because remember, this is aluminum, so make sure that you put it in the right position. Make sure that the orientation is how it's supposed to, because the rubber seal gonna make that this thing never go away. So it's impossible to lose. Once you notice that it's in place, no friction there, so you can adjust up and down. Here, look, I have full movement here. So at this point, guys, you need to make sure, even with the second lock, if you need to turn with your hand so you can feel if there's a little bit of tension, so you can release, and you have a full movement of your steering. So it's very important, because if you need to adjust the knuckles, you need to unmount the second lock first and adjust the first one, and it's ready to go. So the rubber seal is going to create the friction that it needs to avoid to get loose when you are running your RC. If you look, I'm moving with my hand. So left side is done. At this point, the truck has the tires on. No tension, guys. Make sure that you don't have a lot of tension in your steering. Just the tension that you need to make that the lock need to be for smooth steering. So guys, one of the most important thing doing this upgrade is because the plastic knuckles that Arrma has in 1/5 scale, they are a little bit more strong than the 1/8 scale when we're talking about Arrma Kraton 6X. So if you have the plastic knuckles, you're gonna notice that you align your RC, and when you run it, you're gonna notice that it turns to the right or to the left, and you always gonna have problems aligning your steering, and that is because of this, because it's plastic. This vehicle, 1/5 scale vehicles are super tough, and if you try to align and you notice that your vehicle continue turning to right or left, doesn't matter the way, it's not that your alignment is bad, it's because the plastic through the time lose the thread, and the holder that is here is plastic, you're gonna notice that it's come to pop out, and you always gonna have this problem in one scale. I changed all of them because of that, because you never gonna have an RC proper align as supposed to. When you change to hot racing aluminum, you're gonna fix this problem forever, guys. At the end, guys, this is my Arrma Kraton with the hot racing steering block and the PowerHobby belted tires. This is a new look for this truck. Green, you can see here. Steering block hot racing there installed. So if you enjoy this kind of video, thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new to the channel. As soon as possible, I'm going to make some tests with the new steering block with this amazing tire. So subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.